Pyrokinesis.
Hello everyone, this is Richard Sispin as Matt Cat Sphere, and I wanted to make this video about pyrokinesis. Pyrokinesis has been, in the media for many decades in the past. It's been in movies, it's been in video games, it's been in literature, so it's been probably more in the public eye than even cryokinesis. And the thing is though is that I wanted to make this video to talk about how to be able to do it. And we've seen it all being done a lot. And it's been involved in Mortal Kombat, specifically with Scorpion. And he's one of the biggest video game characters in combat games, alongside with Sub-Zero. And how you want to go about doing that with developing pyrokinesis is to be able to understand the thermal heats, like I spoke about. There's the two differences, the subtleties that you have to feel within your hands. And you have to be able to feel the differences to separate them, to understand them.
Yet another Shao Kahn's cry.
To pinpoint when there's a thermal signature heat in the air surrounding your hand, or it developing on the skin or in the hand, feeling your blood flow, feeling your chi, which is blood and heat, the body energy, and the absence of heat, which is the cooling of the ambient air flowing around the hand, which requires a little bit more imagination. And so that's just a little bit of a battle there, that you have to recognize that in order to be able to master both of them. You have to be able to recognize when you're feeling the subtle air, because the subtle energies of heat and cool. And so what it is that you have to focus on the subtleties and learn to separate them. So with the heat, you want to be able to focus more on the energy of the heat, and to believe that it's developing, and to see that it's growing and growing and growing. And you have to learn to quiet the mind to focus more on that energy. And you have to visualize and believe. That's your heat. You have to believe in that. You have to know that you are hot, you are warm, you're a warm-blooded being. So you have to focus on that and believe it growing and growing and growing. You put a paper on your hand and you feel it and you see it growing. That's with pyro. So you believe in that. It's just a very simple, easy, straightforward thing. It doesn't require a lot of work. We have to work on believing and feeling yourself, recognizing yourself, because heat is easier because we are hot. We are warm-blooded, so it's easier to comprehend. But you have to take time to apply yourself and to focus more on what you already are, and then making it grow and imagining it growing and growing, the heat growing and growing, and believing in it, visualizing it, seeing it. The subtleties, feel the subtleties, the yin and yang. Door open, door closed. Black and white, they're all interwoven into one thing.
The nether realm.
So that's just what it is. That's like a little explanation, a little tutorial that I want to give for the pyrokinesis ability, is that it's the same thing as cryo, it's just the opposite. But since we're warm-blooded, it's more easier. So you have to focus on putting a paper on the hands, and focus your hand getting hot. That's just a straightforward thing. And your hand is already hot. My hand is hot. You have to just recognize yourself. You're hot. You're warm. So you have to believe in that. It's more immediate. And the void is the cold. There's a little bit of ambient heat. I can feel it right here. So you have to believe that there's an absence of heat in order to make cryo, to freeze something. It's just the same thing. You have to recognize the subtle energies that are there. And then the more you believe in it, the more you feel it growing, you're going to create a little sheet ball, and it's going to grow. And you're going to be able to burn something. But it takes time. You have to recognize yourself and recognize the subtle energies. Quiet the mind and relax. Don't force things. Watch the tutorials and you guys will grow. Thank you guys, and take care, okay? So that's the thing, you guys. That's just the little explanation, little tutorial thing that I want to share with you. And what it is that it is as I just explained, is that you understand the subtleties between hot and cold. And how you do that is by, restraining, pulling back, and by knowing how to pay attention to yourself and to the natural chi energy of the body, and knowing that you are warm blooded. And that will help you with learning how to make that heat grow within your hand, to collect that energy in one area so that you can burn something. And so that's the thing with the pyrokinesis. And the other thing is that you have to learn to separate. What will make you more better is to learn to separate cold from hot, because you can then specifically pinpoint what is cold and what is hot. You have to learn how to know what energy you're trying to pick at, what energy you're trying to specifically use, because then you're just confusing yourself spiritually, subconsciously. You're not focusing enough on one thing. You're not putting enough attention in one thing. Your mind is subconsciously flowing left and right, cold and hot, cold and hot. So you have to learn how to separate them and to focus that. And that's through meditation, or by practice, or just by sitting and feeling, understanding self-mastery, understanding your body. That's what it is that you have to understand the differences, because this is the easy way to do it, is that your body is hot. Recognize that you are hot. Just say that you are. And then later on you will just know that it's true. And then when you understand that, then you can recognize when you're cold. Why are you cold? Because the air conditioner is on, because you're outside, because the room is a little bit cold. I can feel that now. Right now, I can feel that my body is hot, but on the surface of my skin, I can feel cool breezes of the ambient energy of my room. That's what you need to do. You just need to relax and pull back. You'll have a breakthrough. And in order to master either one, you have to learn how to separate them so that you can learn how to pinpoint and use specifically feel cold and to specifically feel hot. You need to recognize and separate them in order to master either one of them. So that's a very important thing. So I hope that you guys really look into it and focus. It's not that difficult. Watch my tutorials, pay attention to Trevor 7. Just pay. You can do it. Don't force it. Just be patient. Okay? So take care, guys. Have a very good weekend. It's already the weekend now. So take care. Have a blast. Relax. Drink water. Be healthy. Exercise. Love yourself. That will in turn let you love others. So take care. God bless. Take care, everyone.